Hey, what's going on? I'm L'Apprentice Demand, and in this video, we're going to do a review on Aquafina's bottled water. Alright, so let's go and get this poured up. And I know I've been talking a lot of mess about Aquafina and all these different waters, but I don't think I've ever done a full actual review on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a review on it today. We're going to be comparing this water to electrolyzed reduced water, and we're going to see how these two compare to one another. For those of you who are not tracking, who are brand new to the world of bottled water, Aquafina is owned by Pepsi. Alright, so that should tell you a little bit about them. But the first test we're going to do is on antioxidants, and this is the most important test that we're going to be doing today, and it's because we have these things around us known as free radicals. They're in the air, they're in the food, they're everywhere. And what they do is they take the electrons from our healthy cells. And when that happens, that creates oxidation and inflammation. And those two things are linked to every single health disease known to man. Okay, so we want antioxidants, okay? They are negatively charged, and when our cells get those antioxidants that have an abundance of electrons, it reduces that inflammation, lowers that oxidation, so we can stay healthy and remain young and youthful, alright? So we're going to test that. How do we even know if this is oxidant or antioxidant? We're going to use this ORP meter. We're going to take the wand, put it in both of the beverages, and if we see a positive number, that means it's oxidizing, create more sickness and dis-ease in the body. However, if we see a negative number, that means it's a strong antioxidant, anti-inflammatory water. Let's see what we get here with Aquafina. What are we seeing? Alright, we are seeing a 147 and it's going up, right? So that means this is oxidizing. Alright. Oh boy, 178. Alright, so this is oxidizing. Let's go ahead and compare that, or let's see what happens here with the electrolyzed reduced water. See what we get. What are you seeing? Alright, so we are seeing a negative 755, and it's going down even further, negative 760, right? So this is a very, very strong antioxidant, right? And so right there, you already see Aquafina is not something we should be drinking because it's oxidizing us. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into our next test. Alright, our second test is all about alkalinity. We want to ensure that we're consuming more alkaline than acidic to keep our blood around the pH that needs to be, which is at 7.365, without it harming us. Okay, so if we're constantly consuming acidic, if we're eating the french fries and the hamburgers and the ribs and stuff like that all the time, and we aren't neutralizing that with something alkaline, our blood is going to start taking the minerals that it needs, the electrolytes, from us. Okay, so we don't want that. We want to consume alkaline, right, to help neutralize that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pH drops, put them in both of the waters. If we see a red or orange or yellow, that means it is acidic and it's forcing our body to take the minerals away from us. Okay, if we see a blue, a purple, or a dark purple, that means it's alkaline. It's helping our blood maintain that balance. All right, so let's see what we get here with Aquafina's water. Alright, so as we see here, Aquafina is acidic. Alright, so not only is it oxidizing us, but it's acidic. And so when we take a look at this, it says it literally right on the side, top right, it says purified drinking water. And it is bottled under PepsiCo. And it's purified by reverse osmosis. So this is one of the worst forms of water, and there's nothing else here, right? Because there's no ingredients. So they aren't adding anything back into the water. But reverse osmosis, they rip everything out, the good and the bad, and it makes the water a scavenger. And so it's constantly looking for minerals. And because it's looking for minerals, when we consume that, it's going to start taking them from us. It's going to start leaching them from us in order to try to balance itself out, all right? And this, reverse osmosis, when we add in those artificial inorganic minerals, that's how you get your alkaline waters. Those are the bottled alkaline waters that people end up buying in the store. So this is just the rawest form right here, is just that reverse osmosis thing. Adding minerals, saving money in the process, and just getting it out to people. So there you have it. Let's go ahead and jump into our next test. All right, on to our third test. This one's all about superior hydration, and we want to ensure that we're getting hydrated at a cellular level. Okay, we don't just want the water just sitting in our stomach and yet our mouth is still dry, right? So what we're going to do here to test that is we're going to try to make tea. All right, we're going to go ahead and take. We got one more left. This tea bag here, and we're going to see if the water is actually small enough to hydrate us and make tea. All right, and this is kind of treating the tea bag kind of like our body, right? Or whatever we're trying to get hydrated, right? We're going to see if the water is small enough to actually pass through and make tea. So we'll see what happens here with Aquafina. All right, and we're not getting much. And the reason why we're not getting much is because this water, it seems to be big, right? So in order to pass through the tea bag, it has to be small enough to do so. And it's taking us some dunking, right? And what we're doing here is we're really trying to get water that's small enough to actually pass through that tea bag and pull out the nutrients. And here we go. We aren't able to get a lot, right? So let's see what happens here with the electrolyte reduced water. Wow, look at that. A darker, bolder tea, and I know what you're probably thinking. You're like, well, Prentice, you cheated. There's no way. The bag was already wet. So let's try it one more time with Aquafina, see what happens. And I mean, we're getting a little bit of something, right? But it's not anywhere near as dark as the electrolyte reduced water here. What I would say is maybe like 10%, right? So let's try it one more time. And that's just simply amazing, right? Simply awesome. So it's not really hydrating us. So not only is it oxidizing, not only is it acidic, it's not even hydrating us. And no wonder why they sell it in like the big old 36 packs of it, right? It's not doing anything. It's really stripping us of our minerals. And then we end up needing more water, so we end up buying more. So let me just check something real quick. All right, so it's definitely the water, as you can see. It's the quality of the water. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap on Aquafina's water. So here is our recap of Aquafina. We tested for 3 specific things. The first thing was antioxidants, and we saw that it's oxidizing. All right, and we know that that causes more sickness and dis-ease in the body, while the electrolyte reduced water was showing a negative number. I want to say a negative 730, possibly, right? The second thing we tested for was alkalinity. We saw that it's acidic. Okay, so not only is it oxidizing, but it's actually, because it's reverse osmosis, it's going to be leaching the minerals from us. Okay, so it's going to lead to more health challenges. And then last but not least, we tested for superior hydration, and we see it's not hydrating us. The water is too big, it's oxidizing, and it's acidic. So this triple threat of water we should not be drinking. In fact, reverse osmosis water is meant for machines. It's meant for your irons. It's meant for your radiator, different things like that, not for human consumption. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if there's a water you want me to test, let me know down in the comments below. Last, if you are serious about your health and you're like, all right, I need a good water, or you want this water right here, check out the masterclass I have. It is in a link that's either pinned to the comments, or you can check out the link in the description. All right, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.